right.
You're on.
Hello and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Meal prep with Marissa. We're going to take a little bit of a different direction today, so come along for the ride. Grab a seat. It's going to be crazy. So today I'm actually going to talk a lot more about nutrition. I say this every week, we have a super simple recipe, but this time, and every time, that is very true. So we're going to be making a smoothie. Can't get easier than that. I don't actually have to cook things. I can just puree them. So I'm living the dream. And all we're going to need today is some spinach, honey, peanut butter, banana. Are you typing this? Are you writing this down? Never mind.
I'm saying hello to everybody.
Almond milk, and don't freak out, egg whites. Okay? Don't freak out, I said, all right? So, guys, welcome to Meal Prep with Marissa. I am going to get started by talking about why smoothies are bad for you. Wasn't what you were expecting, right? So I have kind of a beef with smoothies, and this is why. I don't have a beef with a lot of things, but I definitely have a beef with smoothies. Come at me. So the reason that I do not recommend smoothies to a lot of nutrition clients or to people who are doing the 8-week challenge, it's a question I get so often. Can I just have a smoothie for breakfast? Can I just have a smoothie for lunch? Or like, how about this smoothie? And people inherently think that smoothies are healthy because they have fruit in them. You can put fruit in anything. That you can make an apple pie that has fruit in it, and people don't think that that is healthy. So why do smoothies have this great reputation for being this super healthy meal when, yes, they do have good ingredients. However, a lot of times, so many things are added to those good ingredients, or those good ingredients are consumed in such large quantities that it completely negates the health benefits of it by just overloading your body with calories and carbs and sugars. So I'm going to provide you with some examples of some bad smoothies. So the first one, I found all of these recipes on Pinterest. I just went searching for smoothie recipes. The internet's amazing. So many came up, millions. And so I found this one, and it is a clean green smoothie. Clean and green, two buzzwords that make you think it's healthy. In this smoothie is 1 cup of almond milk, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, 1 tablespoon of flax seeds, 2 cups of spinach, 1 cup of kale, 1 apple, 1 kiwi, 1 cup frozen peaches or mango. Why would I not recommend this? Okay, so there are 3 fruits in this smoothie. In what situation would you eat 3 fruits in the same meal? You know, when would you sit down and say, you know what, for lunch today, I'm going to have an apple, a kiwi, and a mango. I'm going to eat all 3 of those in one sitting. We don't do that normally, but when you put it into a smoothie, you don't realize how much you're putting into it. You don't realize the caloric content. So while all of these things are great separately, when we pile them together, and so we have an apple, let's say that's 80 calories. We have a kiwi, let's say that's 70 calories. And you have a cup of mango. Now, mango is a pretty high sugar fruit. Mango is definitely one of your most calorie dense fruits. It's very sweet. It's delicious. I love me some mango. But it definitely has to be, just consider your portions. So you don't want to have a whole mango. A whole mango is, I'm going to look it up real quick. I'm going to look it up because I remember one time I said that, like, eggs were a certain number of calories, and they definitely weren't. So I'm going to look this up. Mango calories. So 1 mango is about 200 calories. So if I have 200 calories from mango and I have 70 calories from from an apple, and then I have 60 calories from a kiwi, that is 330 calories. Quick maths. So that's 300 calories alone, not including the other ingredients. Too much. All right. Going on to the next one. Raspberry mango sunrise smoothie. Okay, look at this one. Look how pretty it is. Right? Can they see it? Mm-hmm. It's beautiful. Okay. But pretty on the outside, unhealthy on the inside. Looks can be deceiving. So this one is, guys, 1.5 cups of mango. That is the equivalent of about 1.5 mangoes. 1 cup of raspberries, 1 banana, 2/3 cup almond milk, and 2/3 cup orange juice. This is ridiculous. In what universe would you eat 1.5 mangoes and a cup of raspberries and a banana and have a glass of orange juice? That is all sugar. That is all carbs. There is no protein source in this smoothie. There is no healthy fat in this smoothie. This is just a bunch of fruit. This is a fruit basket that is blended together. And again, while there is nothing wrong with all of these ingredients separately, when you put them together, 1.5 cups of mangoes in one smoothie? Why? First of all, that is a waste of produce. You are going to waste 1.5 mangoes in one smoothie? Ay, ay, ay. I shouldn't have brought this subject up because I'm going to get heated. All right. Next up, this one sounds delicious. I will say that. This one sounds incredible because I love cinnamon rolls. And so this is a cinnamon roll smoothie. But let's take a look at the ingredients. It is vanilla almond milk, vanilla Greek yogurt, old-fashioned oats, brown sugar, and banana. There is nothing healthy about this smoothie whatsoever. First of all, the milk is sweetened. The yogurt is sweetened. So things that were previously unsweetened, and I always tell people not to get a flavored yogurt. It's just adding sugar to something that doesn't need it. You're also adding sugar in it. You're adding brown sugar, and then you're adding banana. So the amount of sugar in this recipe is, don't even get me started.
Bananas.
It's bananas. And so then here is another one. This is a tropical smoothie. Not from the store, but I'm going to talk about that next, so just you wait. So this is a tropical smoothie. It has 1 cup strawberries, 1/2 cup of mango, 1/2 cup of pineapple, 1/2 cup of vanilla yogurt, 1/2 cup of orange juice, and 1/2 cup of pineapple juice. That's a lot of things.
It's a lot of juice.
That's a lot of juice. And you don't need... Just think, when I'm making my smoothie recipe that I'm going to be making for you today, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ingredients, and they all serve a purpose. I've talked before about structuring your meals and making sure you have your carbs, your proteins, your fats, okay? It's nicely structured. It's very easy to follow. This is carb, 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 protein, carb, carb. What in the world? All right.
How many carbs was that?
Carb, carb, carb.
What is your protein source?
Carb, carb. In this smoothie?
Yeah.
The one that I'm reading about?
Yeah.
Yogurt, Greek yogurt.
Okay.
So that is carb and protein because they're asking for vanilla Greek yogurt. Okay, moving on. Next up, I'm going to talk about where you go to buy smoothies. I'm going to talk about Tropical Smoothie. I'm going to talk about Smoothie King. I actually prefer Smoothie King. They do have better options. So keep that in mind if you do like to go out and grab a smoothie. I'm going to talk about Tropical Smoothie though, and how there are some items on this menu that I just completely would not recommend. It is just a calorie and sugar bomb. I'm going to tell you about ways to healthify your smoothie. I was going to say sweeten it up, and it's literally the opposite of what I want you to do. Healthen it up, heathens. That's your next hashtag. So I'm going to talk about these smoothies. I'm looking at the calorie and nutrition guide right now. And while most places have started listing their calories on their menus, I always encourage you to just look up. Yeah. First of all, usually when you're there, you don't care. You see that it has the calorie count and you're like, well, you know what? I'm here anyway. I was already going to order it, so I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, I feel so guilty. Oh, never mind. I forgot how guilty I feel. So I always encourage you to look at the nutrition guide of wherever you're going to. So not every place has this, but every place that is like a corporate or franchise type of place is going to have a nutrition guide. So look at it. So I'm looking at this. I'm just going to read you some of the calorie counts for these smoothies if you just order them as is. Like you order them as they come. You don't make any substitutions or changes. 550, 780, 610, 880, 490, 660, 710, 740, 700, 690, 520, 470, 390, 360, 410. That's just a couple of them.
Those are like meal and a half.
Yes, those are full meals. And maybe when you have a smoothie, that is your full meal and you are so satisfied and you are good for the rest of the day. But generally, like people will have smoothies with another meal too. And that is another beef that I have. A smoothie is obviously like a meal in itself.
You can't live off of smoothie. Your body needs fiber. Your body needs a lot of other things that you cannot get within a smoothie.
So if you are having a smoothie that does have like some really fibrous ingredients, like for example, adding oats to a smoothie is totally fine because they do have a good source of fiber and they are more filling. And adding more fibrous vegetables like kale, I'm going to be straight up with you guys. I do not like kale. I am not a fan. If you put it into a smoothie, you can't really taste it that much, but I feel like you still get like texturous. I'm saying so many words that aren't actually words this morning. Just let it go. I prefer spinach because I feel like it blends better. But the reason, getting back to my point, we took a tangent. We're looping back around. We're getting back to my point. With these smoothies, and at a lot of smoothie places, they add sugar to their smoothies. So in addition to the fruit that you're already eating, you're adding sugar to that. So you're adding a refined sugar to your natural sugars. You don't need to have that much. The fruit is sweet enough as it is, but because we're so conditioned to like things that are over sweet because we grew up eating things like Oreos, we always want it to be a little bit sweeter. Because when you ask for it with no sugar, you're going to be like, this isn't that good. Because we're conditioned to want it a certain way.
We got a lot of kale haters out there.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah,
we're all on the same page.
A lot of throw up emojis right now.
A lot of green-faced emojis. All right, so with a lot of these smoothies, a tropical smoothie, again, I am going to read you the total carbohydrates from some of these. 114, 112, 129, 128, 99, 97, 124, 152, 98, 96, 127, 107, 109, 105, 131. In one smoothie, in one cup. That's outrageous. Now that is, again, with sugar. You can order it without sugar or you can order it with Splenda. Those are options on their menu. So keep that in mind. And if you cut out like the sugars added, so sugars for this one smoothie, it's acai berry boost, 470 calories. If you get it with Splenda, it's 250 calories.
How many carbohydrates were in that last one? Or like 180 something?
Let's say that the average is 120. The average carbs
in a whole pound of pasta.
You can eat a whole pound of pasta for 120 carbs.
Yeah.
That's bananas. That's insane. So I hope that you guys are just kind of like wrapping your minds around this information and just keeping this in mind. Like I said, I do like Smoothie King a little bit better. All of their smoothies are more oriented towards fitness rather than just having something delicious to taste and drink. But like Matt was saying before, when it comes to smoothies, you can't live off smoothies. Your body is more satisfied by things that you chew because that's where digestion starts, is when you're chewing something. So that kind of like makes you feel more satisfied as opposed to drinking something. So keep that in mind as well. However, I just crave smoothies sometimes, right? You're having a hot day at the beach. You want something really nice and refreshing, or maybe you're not super hungry, but you want to get something in your system nice and light. I'm going to make you a smoothie. Okay. So we are going to get started. First off, 1 piece of fruit, and you can use this formula for any smoothie that you make. I'm going to use 1 piece or 1 serving of fruit. So I'm going to use a banana. You can use a cup of frozen fruit that you buy at the grocery store. You can use like half a cup of pineapple, half a cup of mango, whatever. I'm going to add greens.
Not kale.
Not kale. If you like kale, I'm sorry if we made you feel bad today. And I'm just going to add a handful. Okay? It blends in. You literally do not taste it.
All that spinach is nothing.
All this, so this entire bag of spinach is 40 calories. So that spinach is going to be like, what, 5 calories? It's going to be totally fine. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. So I'm not even adding a full serving. A serving of peanut butter is 2 tablespoons. You can totally add that if you want more, like a stronger peanut butter taste, because again, it's really not that much. But peanut butter has such an overwhelming flavor, I've found. So I'm just going to add 1 tablespoon. And honestly, look how much a tablespoon is. Look at it. So I love peanut butter so much. Like, so much. So, dang it. This is what I don't like about peanut butter. I'm going to use a spinach leaf to wipe it out. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Now with the honey, I am only adding this for just a little bit of extra sweetness because I'm only adding 1 teaspoon. So a tablespoon of honey is 1 serving. It's 70 calories. Approximately 3 teaspoons make up 1 tablespoon. So a third of 70 is roughly 25. I'm gonna guess.
What about peanut butter powder?
So peanut butter powder is great to use. It's not as filling because it doesn't have fat in it. So it gives you the peanut butter taste, but fat is the most satisfying macronutrient. So I always encourage you to have like some good form of healthy fat in there. But if you're adding, for example, chia seeds or flax seeds or coconut, then I would say use a peanut butter powder because then you will only have 1 fat source instead of multiple. See, guys, 1 carb source, 1 fat source, 1 protein source, which I'm going to show you next. Again, don't freak out. It's going to be egg whites. So I realized that I did not have any protein powder. And you've seen the Rocky movies. And if you haven't, I highly encourage you to watch it. You'll understand a lot of why I am the way that I am.
A lot about life in general.
A lot about life in general. You'll be very inspired. You see, and it's always like bodybuilders, they're cracking eggs into cups, chugging some raw eggs. While I don't recommend you do that, egg whites are pasteurized and they are totally fine to consume without cooking them. There is a protein smoothie recipe literally on the side of this carton. People do it all the time. I'm not a freak, so calm down. So I'm going to put this into smoothie. And so I'm going to use half a cup. Just a half a cup. Put that in. So half a cup of egg whites. I tried to do my quick maths on the breakfast tacos recipe, and I did not do it correctly.
Maths?
Maths.
I did maths. And I did it well.
Like in a British primary school. On my way to maths. Anyway. Moving on. So 3 tablespoons is 25 calories. So in a cup, there are 12 tablespoons, which means that half a cup would be double this, which means it would be 50 calories for a certain number of protein. Anyway, here we go. Next up, I'm going to add half a cup of almond milk. Go unsweetened. This is obviously mixing in with other things. You're not drinking it by itself. So go with the unsweetened kind. It's gonna be better in the long run. And almond milk is so minimal calorie that when you get the sweetened kind, it's probably about double the calories. And I am gonna blend this up. Before I go, I actually want to show you something. If anyone can tell me the difference, so these almond milks were on sale. So this one is unsweetened, and this one is unsweetened original. I'm so confused. What is the difference? If anyone knows, please tell me the the difference between original and normal.
Where is the rum?
Where is the rum? This is not a pina colada. You can't add rum to this. All right, so I'm going to blend this. So,
close your ears.
Close your ears. There it goes. Watch it go. We really should have thought of a way to fast forward through this.
Are you gonna do this like the oats?
No!
Go ahead.
Never. Okay, so one thing that I didn't do, / forgot, I did not have a frozen banana, and so I meant to add ice to this. But, too little too late.
A nice warm smoothie. Always goes down easy.
It's cool. It's not hot. It's not room temperature. But look, it's just a pretty little green color. And I'm going to pour it into a cup. See, this is very loose because it doesn't have anything frozen in it. So that was my bad. So if your banana is frozen, if you're using frozen fruit, that is great. If you did not have anything frozen like me, then just add a couple of ice cubes. And we have a taste tester. I'm not even going to taste it first. I'm just going to let her taste it. Y'all, she's honest. Ooh, she likes it! What does it taste like? You want me to taste it? That's good. Do you want more? She wants more. You guys, this smoothie is a hit, but I don't actually want to drink this. Okay, you can have a little. More. All right, guys, so super simple recipe. Banana. Hey.
Goodbye to that.
Banana, spinach, peanut butter, honey, almond milk, and if you don't have, I did not have protein powder, I would definitely recommend adding vanilla or chocolate to this. I wouldn't really recommend any other flavors if you have a protein powder. If not, you do not taste the egg whites. So you can use that for a completely unflavored experience. If you are, thank you, glad you like it. If you are adding a vanilla or chocolate protein powder to it, I would omit the honey because then I think it would be just really, really sweet. And I think that's it.
You're missing the other 10 fruits.
The other 10 fruits. You're right. I definitely should have added some pineapple and some mango and a kiwi and some strawberries. But, there's always next time.
Put it in the wine glass next time.
I was going to pour it into here so that Matt could taste test it. Do you want some?
No, I had a sip of...
Okay. I know, because apparently I don't have any clean cups. I had 2 clean glasses. So, yeah, guys, Try it out, and I hope that you got a little bit of an education on some nutrition today, and just be a little bit more aware when you're heading into the store or the restaurant, or you're looking at some recipes. Think about the different components, carb, protein, fat. Make sure your recipe has all of those components and doesn't completely overdo it on one and omit another. So keep that in mind. Do we have any more questions?
Vanilla powder is much better.
Yes.
Honey does not make it sweeter. Doesn't really offer too much of a boost.
Honey is pure sugar, you guys, made from bees. So
The bees made it.
So honey is very sweet. That's what people put in tea. I only use a teaspoon. Obviously, if you like something that's really, really, really sweet, you can add 2 teaspoons, but don't get crazy, okay? Don't get carried away, right? Other option is to add stevia. If you don't find it sweet enough, add some stevia, or like a monk fruit or another natural low to no calorie sweetener. Any other questions?
It looks like we're good.
All right. Thanks for coming, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.